Hello everybody, welcome back to Warcraft Brew. This is episode number 27. My name is Quissy.
And I'm Pasta Face.
27, can you believe it?
I can't.
The 27.
I cannot.
Wait, I was going to say the 27 club, but we don't want to be in that.
No,
we don't.
not.
No, so there will be more episodes. We will not stop at 27. Can you imagine if this was our last episode?
Oh God.
Not because of us, but
Well, what's with the theory? You have to own like a white lighter. That's like
a white lighter, really?
Yeah. Like a white lighter is cursed. Yeah.
Huh. I never heard that. That's what the 27 club?
Yeah. That's that goes into it. Guys, back me up here if you could type in a chat. Absolutely back me up.
Comment section below. Yeah. Let us know.
Am I right or am I crazy? Am I both? There's no wrong answer there.
No wrong answers. Yeah, there's never any wrong answers.
But, ooh man, has it been a spicy year?
It really has been, and I know everybody has been not complaining, but I mean rightfully so, talking about how bad this year is.
Everyone has been going through something.
And I feel like we've kind of just been coasting a little bit, yeah, we've had our shitty moments, but we've been okay for the most part. We both have our jobs.
Sorry, not to cut you off. I've been so incredibly fortunate. My job was primarily remote to begin with.
Yeah.
So we already had that sort of structure in place.
Yeah.
So that when COVID hit, not really much had changed for me. Mm-hmm. So I acknowledge that I am super incredibly fortunate because there are so many people who have lost their jobs, who have not gotten a job back, who are just suffering right now. So I don't want it to seem like I'm flaunting it or I'm taking it for granted. I know I am so grateful.
Yeah.
But yeah, it just a lot of other things have been going on behind the scenes. I think everyone has been going through something, whether it's COVID related or not. I think this year in particular has definitely been testing. So I don't even know where to begin. I just kind of want to jump right into World of Warcraft, but obviously, yes, we don't have the green screen today. Long story short, we've been dealing with some just... I can't... I'm like, alright, what's PC that I could say? It just...
T-Rex-like neighbor upstairs? Gorilla neighbor upstairs?
It's
the way they walk, they stomp around like an elephant.
The missing link has been found. They live right up above us. It's like just your luck, too, that... You got Sasquatch first, and now we have Stomperella.
Yeah.
But it goes a little bit deeper than just someone stomping around, and I don't want to go into it. It's just really stressful.
Very troublesome upstairs neighbors.
Yes.
Not only to each other, but
to everyone
to
around.
Us.
Yeah. So I've just gotten to the old fart mentality, especially from this year, of I pay way too much for this shit.
Yeah.
I pay way too much to live in an area to deal with this shit.
Yeah.
Where I could just move just either to the left or to the right or up or I could just move in any direction that way and just get more bang for my buck. So now is the only time that I was like, wow, I actually don't have to work close to a city anymore.
Yeah.
I don't. So
we could go wherever we want.
Yeah, it's kind of weird how that happened, but we're kind of recuperating and recovering from that. But all is well, all will be well, but damn, dude, 2020 is just sticking with its dumpster fire theme.
Yeah. Yeah. And to me, sometimes I hate when something bad happens and the first thing people say is damn, 2020 sucks. And it's if you think about it, years are, I guess, I want to say years are made up, but they're not. You guess the amount of time it takes for us to rotate around the sun. That's
time
what a year
is irrelevant.
Time is irrelevant. So it's not like it's suddenly 2020, everything bad is going to happen. It's no, from December 1st to January 1st, nothing's going to change.
Oh, yeah.
Everything's going to keep being a shit show. It's not just only this year is going to be really bad.
Right.
No, everything is just a shit show. I'm sorry, that sounds really negative. Usually I'm the positive one.
I'm just done. I am just at my wit's end. I'm just so burnt out.
The people upstairs from us, like, they've been waking us up every morning at 6 a.m. And I was talking about that on stream today. I was, like, bitching about it on stream, because it's not pleasant to be woken up at 6 when you don't want to be woken up at 6. Somebody was like, oh, it's really good to wake up early at 6. And I was like, yeah, if you plan on it. If I set my alarm for 6 and I want to wake up at 6 on my own terms, sure, that's great. But not on somebody else's terms because they stomp around like a rhinoceros upstairs.
And here's the thing, too. When you wake up on your own terms, it's something gradual.
Yeah.
This is very abrupt.
It's very abrupt. And last night, okay, we're not going to talk about this too much.
I love it. I love how we're like, we're not going to talk about it, but here's the tea. Like, we're not going to talk about it, but this bitch. Like,
last night, we're like, okay, we're going to have the AC on. Even though it's getting cooler, the AC is a great source of white noise.
Right.
She has a white noise machine, so we got AC. We got white noise machine on, and I put earplugs in my ears. I uncomfortably slept with earplugs in my ears. They hurt my ears. And I still got woken up at 6 with all of that going on because of bam, bam, bam.
So, here's the thing, too. It's like, we all know that iconic scene in Jurassic Park where, like, there's that a glass of water on the dashboard.
Yeah.
Like, seriously, if you put a glass of water on any sort of surface in this apartment while she's doing her thing, it shakes. So it's not like a sound thing. It's like the whole apartment shakes. I've never seen anything like
bad.
it.
It's
I'm
bad.
sorry. I don't know if we're gonna cut this, but I mean, just
let it roll.
Yeah,
let
just
it roll.
We'll do it live. But yeah, World of Warcraft. We've had a lot of spicy news in World of Warcraft since we've last done the podcast.
For sure, a lot. I feel like we're at a time where so many things are happening. Like, you know, obviously there's a beta build out and it keeps getting updated and pre-patch is coming soon and there's stuff on the PTR. So things are constantly unraveling. We got all of our cinematics now, our Afterlife cinematics.
Right. So, not to cut you off, because I know you got like a list, but it just occurred in my little noodle brain here. We are almost in October. We're like halfway through September, almost in October, and we still have not heard anything about the January BlizzCon. So that also kind of makes me like a little...
Well, was it going to be January?
They just said
early.
They said early? I thought they said January.
They said early 2021. So that could be February. It's probably Q1.
Soon, TM.
Yeah.
It's going to be like the end of April. Like...
No, it's not going to be April. I think it's going to be February.
I don't know. Take your bets. Take your bets. What do you guys think? Early...
Let us know. Yeah, you know what? Actually, we have, thanks to Warcraft Radio, as we are proudly part of the Warcraft Radio organization, wonderful group of people, wonderful, super awesome talent. If you haven't already, go to warcraftradio.com and go to the show section. Check out all the shows. But Warcraft Brew, we are proud to be part of Warcraft Radio, and Warcraft Radio has provided us with 10 beta keys to give away to you guys out there, to you listeners.
Yes, hi, hello. You could get a beta key, so please comment down below, and you'll be entered into a raffle for 10 beta keys. It doesn't matter who you are, where you are, what you are, but yes, I have a megaphone. This was like one of the best purchases of my life. Because it's totally universal.
Yes, we have 10 Shadowlands beta keys to give away to all of you out there.
Whoa!
So what do you gotta do in order to get this beta key? We could have come up with some elaborate plan, some super crazy contest, but here's what you gotta do. Leave a comment on this video on YouTube. That's it. The comment could say megaphone. The comment could say poopy pants.
Comment poo poo pee pee down below for a chance to get a Shadowlands beta key.
The comment could say Stomparella. We don't care. Just comment on this video, give it a thumbs up. You also have to be a subscriber to the YouTube channel as well. And we'll just pick 10 random people to get your beta keys, and I'll probably send you a message. Can I message people through YouTube?
Can you DM people? I feel so old.
I don't know if I could DM people on YouTube. You know what? Here's what we're gonna do. You comment on the video. I will respond underneath if you have won. If you have one, you DM me on Discord or Twitter, and I'll give you your beta key. How about that? Okay? Easy.
Oh, hell yeah.
So yeah, if you want your beta key, comment below. And yeah, thank you again to Warcraft Radio for providing those 10 beta keys for our lovely listeners. So thank you. Thank you.
Hell yeah.
But yeah, what else is going on? So let's talk about Classic first. That's
Cool.
easier for us to talk about.
Yeah. Hell yeah.
Your shaman?
My shaman is like 1/3 of the way to 60.
Oh, 59. You're level 59.
Yeah, I'm level 59. I'm 1/3 through the bars.
Damn.
And I'm like, I'm too lazy / I don't want to like spend that much money to respec. I recently spec'd into Resto just to do AQ20.
Yeah, we've been bringing her to our raids with us. Level 58. Did you come at 56
I think
for one of them?
Yeah.
She
I was like,
We
I
brought
was
her to
grossly
ZG.
underleveled.
We brought you to ZG at level 56, and
Yes.
you were elemental spec. But hey, we cleared it, so...
Yeah, in like a good amount of time too, so it wasn't like dookie garbage. I still was doing, I was making moves.
Yeah, so we've been doing our 20-man raids in Classic with Chill, with our Horde guild, so we have slowly been getting enough 60s. We have more than 20 60s at this point. It's just a matter of getting everybody online and willing to go to ZG
Right.
at the same time. And of course having the right amount of healers and tanks and DPS and all that, but we've been doing really well so far. We've been clearing ZG. Last week was our fastest time.
Yeah, it was fun.
It's
I've
fun.
been having a blast, yeah, as a healer. There's definitely a learning curve because I've never played a healer class prior to this.
Yeah.
Even in retail too.
Yeah.
But I gotta say, I'm having fun.
Good.
I'm having a lot of fun. Yeah.
Shamans are cool, you know, the whole totem element is interesting, and you gotta like worry about where you place them.
Like, yeah.
And then if you
don't-
leave them behind,
you don't really get that in retail.
yeah.
Like that was one of the things going into the beta that I'm like, oh, like you have like what, 3 totems now as opposed to like umpteen, like 20 totems.
Yeah, you have a totem for everything in Classic.
It really is a totem for everything.
You get a totem. You get a totem.
But yeah, it's been fun.
Yeah.
Which reminds me, I have to sign up for ZG tomorrow.
Sign up for ZG.
Hell yeah.
Reserve your spot today.
Ooh.
But yeah, that being said too, you know, if you have a Horde character and you haven't played it or you don't know what to do with it, you're welcome to join our guild Azure Song. It's on the our song. You're welcome to join our guild Chill. It's on the Azure Song server. I'm sorry, we are so brain dead.
I'm crispy fried, dude. But you know, there is a light at the end of the tunnel. At least, you know, we could kind of afford to move. So it's like, it really is perfect timing. I'm just so happy we didn't sign a lease and then this happened. But,
yeah.
Still crispy fried.
Still crispy fried. We started Taekwondo again. I don't know if we told you guys. I know, we're this podcast is going to be all over the place, so we apologize.
Speaking of dumpster fires.
We're 15 minutes in, and 14 whatever.
I can't wait for the
It's gonna be
comments below.
all over
like,
the place.
oh, like, wait, when are you going to speak about World of Warcraft?
Yeah.
Like, this is a Warcraft podcast. Like, what are you doing? Just speaking about 15 minutes. It's like, shit.
And you know what? That person could be eligible to win the beta key. Yeah, right, like I'm going to choose that idiot. No. Don't be a douche. You're not gonna get a beta key.
Hell yeah.
But yeah, so Classic's been going well. I mean, we've been chilling. That's as the name suggests. I've been weaving in the hardcore challenge as well. My paladin is level 30. I haven't died on the character yet, so we're still going strong in hardcore.
Nice.
And the hardcore community, gotta love it. What's it? ClassicHC.net, I think, is the website. So if anybody's interested in the hardcore challenge, it's basically just like, let me just double check that address. ClassicHC.net. You can see all the rules there. The design is beautiful. There's a Hall of Legends for players who have reached level 60 without dying.
That's really cute.
Yeah, more and more each week.
Oh, there's a Discord. Damn, dude.
Yeah, there's everything. So yeah, it's
That's
pretty
nice.
sweet. It's really cool. I would love for my name to be up there one day. I got my, like I said, my level 30 pally. It takes a while. It takes a while. Just regular leveling takes a while to get to 60. So imagine the hardcore challenge. You can't really group with anybody. You can't go to the auction house. You can't buy gear. So it is a feat. It is a feat, but very admirable. And it's a marathon, not a sprint type of deal.
Hell yeah.
But yeah.
What else? What else about Classic?
I feel like a lot of people like are taking breaks from Classic at this point right now. They're either taking a break from like maybe their main rating, and rolling somewhere else, like making a new character on like the Horde side with us, or just like taking a break from Classic completely. And I think it just has to do with like the content phases. I don't think a lot of people really like AQ.
Well, it wasn't AQ like deemed the guild breaker? Like, didn't a lot of guilds break up around that time?
Probably. I know, like, they said Veil Straz in BWL was the guild breaker, but people like BWL. People like BWL, people like ZG. I think it's just AQ. I don't know. Like, you got everyone out there who plays Classic. Do you like AQ40, AQ20? I mean, the design of them are really cool.
Yeah.
The music is cool. You know, it's like very Egyptian inspired, you know, that whole aesthetic, I guess you could say.
Yeah.
Mixed in with the bugs.
I liked it. So far, yeah.
That's cool, yeah. I mean, AQ40, I don't know how I feel about it. It's cool. It's so massive, that instance. Like, you know it's bad when you need a mount.
Yeah, to get through
it. It's alright, you know, it's like I don't feel the way about AQ40 that I do about, like, going to BWL,
right,
or Molten Core, or even ZG. I really like going to ZG too. AQ20's been kind of fun.
It has been. I like the mechanics of certain bosses, because I don't know, instead of like just the burn it down mentality, there are, you know, like, oh, position the boss this way, or like, otherwise this will happen, mana burn the boss. Like, there's a lot more mechanic elements.
You're right,
I think in AQ. Which, sure. I've never played AQ before, so going through AQ, I keep saying AQ. AQ20 for the first time, it's been fun. So I'm glad I got to experience that now. But
yeah, you're right. I feel like a lot of modern day WoW mechanics that we see now, you'll see a lot of them originate in those two instances. Like, for example, the first boss in AQ20, Naxx, the bug, he does a stacking healing debuff on the main tanks, and when they get 5 stacks, the other tank has to taunt off, or you know, something like that. And you see that all the time in modern WoW.
Absolutely.
The tank swap mechanic, and just like introducing things like that, where like don't stand in the bad. I mean, sure, they have some of those elements in Molten Core and BWL, but you could kind of see it evolve over time, where they introduce these new mechanics and whatnot.
Right. I feel like it's a little bit more profound and or pronounced in AQ.
Yeah, I agree.
But yeah, that being said, I'm happy to run it again.
Cool. Yeah, we'll be doing AQ20 again. We're doing ZG tomorrow, so be fun. Get everybody some good gear. You get some great gear from ZG, so it's been exciting. What else? Yeah, we went over the hardcore challenge. They're doing a hardcore cup next weekend too.
Oh, that's cool.
Which unfortunately I'm going to be out of town for. I can't participate in it.
Shit.
But it's basically it's a duel competition. So you and a partner, you have to see. I think you have like 8 hours. You have to make it through the 8 hours without dying with a partner, and see how high you get. And there's like cash rewards now and prizes. Yeah, it's really cool.
Oh, sign me up.
I know.
Oh my god, that's all you need to mention with me. Like, I will
cancel everything.
No, that's it.
I know.
Because my whole thing is, I'm like, I don't need that stress in my life, but when there's money involved, I will go through that stress.
I need that stress in my life.
I need that stress in my life. Just any sort of prize, too.
Yeah, yeah. So
that's really cool that it's evolved to that sort of status.
They have, yeah. They've ramped up the rewards, so it's really cool to hear.
They have merch, too? Oh my god, you guys gotta check out this site. This site is so cool. What is it again?
ClassicHC.net.
It is so cool.
The design is really cool, yeah. So.
Really well done. Oh my gosh.
For sure.
I highly recommend
Love our
it.
hardcore peeps.
What else? Wasn't a TBC beta, like, kind of leaked? Like, what was the deal with that?
Yeah, well, we had this tweet by Nano, and I even made a YouTube video on YouTube about this. God, Nano's tweet was basically like, rumors have it that Naxx Ramus in Classic might be early December.
Wow.
And then a TBC beta possibly like late March, early April.
Wow. Now, we haven't spoken about this, right?
We have not. No, I made a video about it, but
right.
we haven't spoken about it on the podcast. No.
Yeah. Let's hash it out here. How do you feel about that?
It's tough because, like, I just said that I think Classic is kind of going through a little, like a drought almost right now, or like a low point where a lot of people are taking breaks. So maybe the sooner that they do introduce Naxx Ramus, the sooner it'll bring more people back to Classic.
Right.
But on the other hand, I think it seems like it's too close to the launch date of Shadowlands. It's coming out at the end of October, Shadowlands. So really we have only all of November to play. That's only 1 month.
Right.
Assuming Naxx comes out early December. It just doesn't seem like a lot of time for people to play Shadowlands.
Unless they're gonna... I don't even want to say it. Like, I have high hopes for Shadowlands, but I'm still really worried.
Yeah.
But I know that's like a really good point. That doesn't match up with the phases.
Yeah.
The phases of Classic and then the phases of retail.
Mm-hmm.
So that's, I don't know. That's really, I personally, it's funny. I think that Classic is going too fast. But at the same point too, you'll have like these huge content droughts. So
yeah,
it's just, I don't want to see this end.
I think that's what it is. Like, I think Classic is going by fast for us.
Yes.
But I kind of like the spacing of the content that they've done so far. I think it's been a good spacing.
Right, I agree.
But to us, it feels like it's going by fast.
I know, because what was it? I think the other day, both of us were just like, oh my god, like, it's been like 1 year.
Oh yeah, past,
since, we tried to do like the long haul grind of grinding from like 1 to 60 as soon as like the Classic gates opened. Like,
yeah.
So, I want to start talking about it too. Like, so if TBC servers come out, if a beta comes out and whatnot, I want to like kind of confirm and make sure everyone knows we're not going to do that again.
Oh no, yeah, we're not doing like 24 hour, 36 hours a week, playing 20 hours a day. No, we're gonna chill. We're gonna take our time, man.
Yeah.
I ain't rushing through the TBC.
I know, and I feel like chill itself, like the guild, is really gonna start ramping up around TBC times. Just because like you're gonna have all these people who want to just go ham.
Yeah.
And
yeah,
they're gonna
want to do the content.
Yeah,
for sure.
The people that are gonna want to go ham and like stay up 24 hours, 36 hours, whatever. They're gonna be like the louder group, which kind of overshadows all these people that just want to run through the content at their own pace
and have fun with it.
Yeah, absolutely. So I think kind of getting the word out now that that's just always gonna be the same, no matter what expansion is gonna become like a Classic server.
Yeah,
now.
It's not like we're gonna be a hardcore guild suddenly, or min-max guild.
It's never gonna switch as soon as like TBC comes out. We're just chill is just gonna always remain chill, and I think I'm really excited to see how the guild interacts during a TBC server.
Yeah, and sorry, yawning. The first raid, Karzan, is only a 10-man raid, so that's like easy.
Yeah.
I mean, right now we got like 14 people signed up for ZG. It's always like, are we gonna have 20 people? Am I gonna have to pug it? But like 10 is so easy to get 10 people.
Yeah.
It's gonna be simple. So hopefully we'll have a few different Karzan groups going, and and then the actual raids themselves are like what, 25 man?
That's crazy cool. Yeah.
It is a lot nicer for the smaller guilds. So we'll see where it goes from there. What was it? The other thing that Nano had mentioned in his tweets, where what are they going to do with the servers? And it seems to be believed, or he was under the impression that what they're going to do is convert every classic server to a TBC realm, and then give people the option to copy their classic character onto a realm that will stay classic.
Whoa.
Yeah.
Oh shit.
I know, we're both yawning.
I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry.
It's kind of like the opposite of what I thought they would do. I thought they would give people the option to copy to a TBC realm, but it seems like they're just gonna force everything TBC. That's the word on the street. Like I said, nothing's confirmed yet. This is all speculation and rumors, but
I mean, I kind of agree with that. Like, you have to realize that if you're gonna make a move like this, you're not gonna make everyone happy. There's always going to be a group of people that are gonna be like, "Oh, why'd you do that? That's just so bad." Like it's.
I know.
It's inevitable, especially with a game that has lasted this long and is of this kind of god tier status.
Yeah. You can't make everybody happy.
You can't make everyone happy.
True.
No. So I think, I'm kind of okay with it.
Yeah, the only thing is, like, I don't like the server that my paladin's on, Fairlina.
Right.
So that means that the paladin's going to still be on Fairlina. Fairlina's not going to change.
Right.
It's just going to be converted to a TBC server.
I wonder if they convert everything to a TBC server. I wonder if they're going to give, like, a special deal on transfers. Like, if...
Hopefully.
They're going to be like,
the character copy, obviously, that shouldn't cost anything.
No.
But, yeah, because it's like, I thought in TBC maybe we'd have a fresh start, new servers, people would have opportunities to roll on different servers, but it seems like they're going to keep the, kind of like the culture. Like, each server has its own culture, its own community, its own player base. Notorious, infamous players, whatever. So I guess that makes sense, because that's kind of closest to what happened when they converted vanilla to TBC. The servers didn't change, they just had the content added to the server. So yeah, thinking back like that does make the most sense.
Keeping it classic, yeah.
So we'll have to decide, what I want to do with my paladin.
Right.
I definitely want to make a blood elf.
Oh my god, I know.
There's gonna be a million blood elves.
There is.
Everybody's making a blood elf.
Everyone is. Like, come on. How could you not?
I know.
I mean,
there's
there's blood elves and then Draenei.
Yeah.
So
the space goats. But the female Draenei are cool.
But they're not a blood elf.
Yeah, I know.
Like, let's be real.
Everybody's making a blood elf pally.
I know.
But the only thing is, like, you can't make a blood elf warrior, and I remember people bitching about that. There was like a big drama. You can't be a warrior. Because if they gave blood elves the ability to be warriors, nobody would play Alliance.
Oh, absolutely. Absolutely.
Like, everybody would play blood elf warrior. At least back in the day. Who knows now? But yeah, I have a sneaking suspicion that there's going to be a very high population of blood elves. Blood elves Horde on the Horde side.
Indeed.
So the Alliance is going to have to recruit for TBC. But the beta for, like, I'm just gonna go with I think they should copy what they did with Classic. The beta should be in May. That's when we got access to the Classic beta, mid-May.
Right.
And it went for 2 months. It went to mid-July. So it was a 2-month beta. I feel like they're gonna mirror that with TBC. That's my prediction. Have a beta in May, run for 2 months, do some stress tests, whatever, Dark Portal simulation, opening, whatever. Because Hellfire Peninsula is going to be a shit show. Another reason why we should make Blood Elves, we should start at level 1. Because, everybody, Hellfire Peninsula is going to be packed.
Yes.
I'm sure they'll use layering and whatnot, but still.
Yeah, they're totally going to have to reintroduce layering, and everyone's going to bitch again. But it's like, honestly, it really is for the greater good. It's just so that everyone can enjoy a smoother experience.
Yeah, for real.
But that's interesting. I mean, so if they do their virtual BlizzCon in April, then that kind of pairs up with, like, oh yeah, this content's going to be available in May, like.
Yeah, because we went to that event in April.
Yeah.
We went to that Classic event in April.
That's right.
Of 20... 29. Was that last year?
No.
Yeah, 2019. We went to the Warcraft Summit in April.
Jeez, dude. That's nutty.
That was a while ago.
Yeah, man.
Certainly feels like a while ago.
I know.
So much has happened.
It really, seriously, so much has happened. I just can't wait to see everyone again.
Yeah.
Like, on safer terms. I really can't wait.
Yeah, that's what I miss most. Just being able to meet up with everybody and hang out and say hi and all that.
I know. That makes me sad. But it'll happen again. We just have to wait.
Yeah, it will. Alright, well...
No.
I guess we'll turn the page and talk about some Shadowlands.
No! Okay.
And a reminder, for those of you who are, skipping around, we are giving away 10 beta keys, thanks to Warcraft Radio for providing us with 10 Shadowlands beta keys. All you have to do to be eligible to win, type a comment in this YouTube video. Comment could be anything. The comment could say, no. It could say whatever you want. But, I mean, hey, be respectful, okay? Be respectful.
Yeah, if you're just gonna be like a straight up asshole, like obviously you're not gonna get put into a raffle.
Yeah. Get out of here. Shadowlands. So like we didn't even talk about the release date. Do you think the release date is too soon?
So I'm like 50-50.
Okay.
Because at the same point, like, yes, I genuinely think it's too soon, but on the other hand, they have really put in their amount of research, or at least more so than other years, in terms of like the beta and just making sure like a lot of beta keys were going out, and just I just feel like there was more of a spotlight on the beta now more than any other year. So
they're giving away beta keys like crazy.
Yeah,
you
get a beta like hotcakes. You get a beta key.
Yeah. Everybody get a beta key.
So
the testing has been extensive. Alpha has been out for a while.
Right.
I mean, and then it transitioned into beta, but Alpha was out a while ago now.
Right.
When did it come out? Like March?
I don't
even remember, yeah.
Just
Maybe
so much
later.
shit has happened. But yeah, like, so I think it's what I'm getting at is I don't want to see anything be released unfinished.
Yeah.
Right? Especially since they have done so much work in terms of like publicizing the beta.
Yeah.
So I don't want them to have done like all that work and then to still release an unfinished product. That's what I'm kind of worried about.
Yeah.
I think some questions are still kind of up in the air, especially like if we have like a little over a month too. That's just a tad bit concerning. But I mean, a lot could happen. A lot could happen in a month. A lot of things could be answered in a month. But I don't like the trend of releasing a video game unfinished and then patching it up later. It's really not a good look. So that's like another sort of negative, reoccurring trait in Blizzard that I hope they kind of nip in the butt sometime soon.
Yeah, it's not that like the game is unfinished per se or full of bugs, but I feel like it's unfinished in a way where everything is so uncertain, like covenants and conduits and all these systems, and then the eye level.
Right, with
gear scores.
With BFA, there were a lot of glitches. It was really buggy.
Oh yeah, you're right. I remember playing launch with you, and we were experiencing all these bugs.
Oh my god, I will just never forget. I remember just like experiencing it live, streaming it with you, and then like as soon as like we shut off the stream, we just kind of looked at each other and we were like, "Did that just suck?"
That wasn't very good, was it?
I think that just sucked. But so yeah, I don't want that to happen again, especially after all like the time and effort that they put into the beta.
Yeah.
I do want some positive things to come out of the beta. It's just a positive. Oh god, what's the word that I'm thinking of? It's a positive structure that I hope will stay for future expansions.
Yeah.
Right. So yeah. That's basically what I'm getting at. Like I'm not expecting much, but at the same point, like I don't want to be disappointed.
Yeah, if you go in with no expectations, you won't be disappointed.
Right.
Something like
if
that.
You never expect anything, you'll never be disappointed. But I know, I wasn't expecting really anything of BFA, and I still managed to get disappointed.
Yeah.
So I don't want that to happen again. And, like, prove me wrong in the comments.
I mean, the other day we were playing BFA, I was trying to get my revered so I could get my
flying.
so
you could fly. Oh my god,
that was painful. I didn't even want to play. I didn't even want to do these dailies. I don't know why. I just
because it's too much. It's so overwhelming, and that's with the covenants and just basically like item levels and everything that Shadowlands is right now.
Yeah.
I don't want it to have that feel again of like there's just so much going on. It's overwhelming, and yes, I could do a bunch of different things, but the grind is just so overwhelming that it's like what's the point?
Yeah. I know.
And yeah, like we were grinding in Mechagon and Najatar to try to get you flying, and like it's just like going through it when it was coming out and like you know everyone else was doing it. I didn't realize how bad it was. Like now walking you through it, I'm like, wow, this is really bad. This is really bad. It's just it's just so many minor stupid tasks that it becomes overwhelming.
Mm-hmm.
It's just like just make us do like 1 to 2 things, 1 to 3 things.
Yeah.
Instead of like a total of here's this island. There are 10 things that you could do on that island. In any order, have fun. It's
and there's 10,000 different types of spare parts that you could collect.
Yes, I still don't understand spare parts, and part of me doesn't want to.
There's a lot going on there.
I don't wanna spend that much time learning a system that's just, I'm sorry, not good. You are not good.
PC's not good.
So I really hope nothing like that kind of resurfaces in Shadowlands.
Yeah.
I don't mean to be a Debbie Downer. I'm not trying to be a Debbie Downer. I've been burnt before. So
haven't we all?
Yeah. So
we've all been hurt before.
You know. I hope they could change. I don't want to suffer this abuse anymore.
Oh man.
But anything else? Anything else for Shadowlands? I know the
Afterlife cinematics had just finished coming out,
which were gorgeous. I need to do some catching up.
Oh, that's okay. Well, you saw the Uther one.
I saw the Uther one.
Did you see the other 3?
I saw
Draka.
Yes, I saw Draka.
That one was cool too.
Yeah, the other 2 I haven't. So I'm pretty far behind.
Yeah. I think the Uther one was my favorite by far.
And they released that one first.
Yeah,
it's like,
I know.
Come on.
Well, because it had Arthas, so they had to start. Yeah, they grab everybody. Hey, look, the Lich King Arthas storyline. Come back! Everybody loves that storyline.
It's true. Did we talk about this on the podcast? I talked about this with someone. I forget, but I think Arthas might have a redemption arc. So.
I don't know. That's like their last resort to fuck with that storyline.
I know. I don't have high hopes. The fact that they brought him back, I am incredibly nervous. Like, just leave it. It was perfect. Just leave it.
Don't touch it.
Don't
I
touch
know.
it. Leave it. And the fact that they are kind of rehashing some things and bringing it back makes me a little like, ugh.
Yeah. Well, people were talking about how there's rumors of making another Warcraft movie. And the focus would be Wrath of the Lich King, obviously, and Arthas' storyline and all of that. And people are like, Henry Cavill.
I know, if Henry is an Arthas,
please.
Like, I'm gonna fucking riot.
Yeah.
So goddamn bad.
Yeah.
Really, it's just, oh man, he would do such a good job. He would do such a good job.
He'd be perfect.
And I'm a very slow reader. I tend to read like when I'm trying to relax or like to fall asleep. But I'm kind of like halfway. I'm halfway through the Arthas book.
Okay.
I'm like, if they made that into a movie, like, holy hell.
I know, it'd be so good.
It really would be.
They had such an opportunity with that.
We couldn't get through the Warcraft movie. Do you remember that?
Yeah, I remember it.
It was just like a bunch of people like who were so out of touch trying to make a Warcraft movie.
Yeah, no offense if you liked the movie, but we did not.
What got me was like when they were traveling.
Uh-huh.
I think they were the funny thing is I think they were traveling to the Goldshire Inn.
Okay.
And they crossed over a bridge and they had like a stock sound of a murloc. And I lost it. It was just like so kind of like thrown in there and like shoehorned in there. At a point.
You lost your shit for that. Yeah, you did.
I could not recover for the entire movie.
You were done.
There was a classier way to do that, and that was not it.
Like they just used the stock sound from the video game, straight from the game.
Yes. Oh God. So can't be worse than that, right?
Can't be worse. No. God, what was it? I saw like people being like, they can't make a movie about the Lich King because there's no protagonist. The main. There's no hero of the story because Arthas is a like a what is it like he's a villain or something. It's like
they call him like the antagonist. The villain. Yeah. Which is not true. I mean, especially if you do read the book. Yeah. And it does follow him.
Arthas did nothing wrong.
Yeah. I know. It's kind of like he's I don't know if he's classified as an anti-hero, but you just. Oh God, I don't even know how to classify it. It's just seeing. I'm just totally drawing a blank.
There's plenty of examples of books and movies where the main character, goes into a downward.
Becomes the bad guy. Nothing is more entertaining than that.
Yeah.
When the main character is like, I'm the bad guy? Like, that's just it's so good. It's such a good selling point.
Like,
it's like
Star Wars, Darth Vader.
Yeah.
Like, hello, you watch the entire, it's the prequels, I know. Which I think people like the prequels now more than the last three that recently came out. Yeah, I think the prequels are like...
When the fuck did that happen? Excuse me?
Well, everybody hates the last three movies. Because those are all over the place.
Oh, yeah.
Which we're not going to get into. Maybe next time we'll get into that.
Oh,
but yeah,
God.
like something like you see Darth Vader you see Anakin Skywalker turn into Darth Vader. Like
the acting was pretty bad.
The acting was
acting was so bad. Yeah. Now this is pod racing.
This is pod racing.
Oh, God. Speaking of dumpster fire, that poor actor, like, went down such, like, a dark path.
Oh, yeah. And the Jar Jar Binks actor had received death threats and, like, almost committed suicide. Like, that's terrible.
So bad.
It's so bad.
It's so bad. I never knew... Well, I mean, like, compared to, like, the recent three that were released, yeah, I definitely preferred, like, the prequels over those recent three.
Yeah. At least they had some good character arcs and storylines.
Oh, my God. I'm sorry. I'm just gonna, like, talk about this just for a little bit more because it was such a moment of... I kind of prolonged seeing the very, very last movie just because I knew it was going to be a dumpster fire. And so we sat down and we watched it, and it was, spoiler alert, if you haven't seen it yet.
Yeah, spoiler alert.
But it was
play,
the moment
pause.
Where Rey, like, buried it was at the very, very end.
Yeah,
she buries the lightsabers, and that woman is like, "Who are you?" And I'm like, Don't say it. Don't say it. Like, I could see the lineup. And, like, we were just sitting together, and, like, all I was saying on the couch was just, like, don't say it. Don't say it. And then she goes, Skywalker. And I'm like, oh, God, it hurts. It hurts. It hurts me. Oh. Oh, my God. It's so bad.
Okay, we need to wrap up because we actually have to go to Taekwondo in like 15 minutes.
I always derail the conversation. I'm so sorry.
It's fine.
I hope you guys enjoyed this podcast. I just love genuinely talking to you guys.
This was more of an open-ended one.
Yes.
I think it was more natural too.
Absolutely.
Just kind of chilling.
Yeah, absolutely. As always, if there's anything you want us to address in like a future podcast, please comment or tweet at Warcraft Brew. Because there's just so much going on right now with like Classic and Shadowlands. If you want to hear our genuine opinion on something, please ask away.
Or even a movie.
Yeah, anything. It doesn't have to be World of Warcraft related. I could talk about anything for a really long time if you haven't noticed.
You're good. Well, thank you guys for tuning in for this episode. We hope you enjoyed it. Don't forget to hit the sub button on YouTube again. Comment below to enter the beta giveaway. We're giving away 10 beta keys thanks to Warcraft Radio. If you would like to support what we do in a monetary sense, you can go to patreon.com/Warcraft Brew and sign up to become a patron. Support us each week.
Hell yeah.
Hell yeah.
Hell yeah.
Don't forget to follow us on all the socials below. And we'll see you next time. Yeah.
Bye.
Bye. We'll see you later, guys. Bye bye.